Welcome to Revenge Justice, where every wrong finds its payback. In 1973, my parents had a dream, a simple dream. Enough money saved to build a small ranch house in the quiet countryside, a place to call their own. They went to the local bank, a small town bank, polite, promising. They approved the mortgage, and my parents signed a contract with a builder named Bob. At first, everything seemed fine. Bob was polite, professional, confident. But confidence can sometimes hide chaos. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and soon the cracks began to show. Not just cracks in the walls, but cracks in the plan. Bob, he was overbooked all over town, juggling multiple projects, leaving his clueless assistants to do the actual work. And mistakes. Oh, the mistakes. They were catastrophic. The architect forgot to erase a line on the blueprints, and the framers built a wall right through the bathtub. Kitchen cabinets not attached to studs, just a few roofing nails holding them to drywall, and the garage door opening framed into the living room instead of toward the driveway. Every time my parents inspected the work, they found a new disaster, and when they complained, they were met with excuses, lies, bullying, the bank. Instead of helping, threatened foreclosure. Bob threatened to sue for breach of contract. My parents felt trapped, exhausted. My mother cried herself to sleep in a tiny rental. With 2 young children, my father worked 2 jobs, stressed to the brink of collapse. Then came the final inspection. My parents stood in the front yard, facing the bank's representative, and they refused to sign off. The representative, enraged, marched to the front door, yanked on the doorknob, and when the entire door, casing included, fell on him, it had been wedged into place, not nailed. Bob was finally called in, personally, but as my parents quickly realized, he was no better than his assistants. The house remained unsafe, unfinished, ridiculous, exhausted, scared. My parents turned to attorney Tom. Tom was kind, patient. But as he looked through the contracts, the bills, the photos, the mess, his expression told them what they feared. This looked impossible. The errors were innumerable. Plumbing, electrical, structural, a disaster at every turn. Then, Tom smiled. Not politely, sharply, confidently. "Let's get everyone together for a meeting," he said. "Tomorrow." The next day, the conference was tense. My parents, attorney Tom, the bank's representative, the bank's attorney, Bob's attorney. Tom didn't waste a second. He leaned forward, voice firm. "Well, my clients have decided they no longer want this house. Please, remove it." Laughter erupted. "Remove it? Have you lost your mind?" Tom placed the deed to the land on the table. "My clients own the land outright. They no longer want the house. Get it off their property." Silence. Absolute silence. Bob's attorney stared at the deed, then at Bob. "You built a house on land you don't own?" Bob nodded. The bank's attorney spun toward the representative. "You didn't finance the land?" The representative stammered. No?" Tom's voice, sharp, deliberate. "As I said, gentlemen, and you are trespassing on my client's land, I expect the house to be removed and the land returned to its original state at once." My father remembers the blank expressions, the disbelief. The bank and Bob outmaneuvered. For once, powerless. Within days, the house was rebuilt, correctly, to the original blueprints. At no extra cost to my parents, they signed the mortgage. Bob received the remaining payment, barely breaking even. The bank's representative was fired. The dream finally realized. Moral of the story: patience, careful planning, and knowing your rights and can be more powerful than anger or force. Even the strongest institutions can be outsmarted when justice is approached strategically. If you enjoyed this story of clever legal triumph, suspense, and ultimate victory, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more incredible real-life stories that prove justice can prevail.